Greetings everyone. How is everyone? Not gonna lie, right now I'm pretty nervous. I've been holding off doing this all day. Actually, it's 11:20 p.m. on the 8th of December 2023, and about 12 hours ago there was a bang at my front door and there was my play button. It has YouTube on the box and everything. They just left it out in the open for the neighbors to see. That's okay. I quickly got it, brought it inside, and I've just stared at it. I've just stared at this box going, I'll do it later. I'll do it later, because I don't know why, but I'm not mentally prepared to look at this milestone, even though it's such a positive thing. The box has just been there, and I've just went, Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense, does it? I've been trying to work this out in my head all day. Why am I not so excited for it? And I think it's because I didn't have filming set up, and now that I've got filming set up, I'm a lot more ready to get into it, I guess. But we're going to be unboxing it. We're going to be unboxing this play button. Okay. Shush, Moz. Shush. There is a slight problem. Perfect. I was trying to look for something to cover up my address. I could have just blurred it during editing, but this bootleg Michael Myers figure that you can't even see, he's covering it perfectly fine. There he is there. He's not that bad. He's got a lot of fluff covered all over him, but you can see the YouTube thing at the top there. Down the bottom there, it does say metal plaque. Supposedly this is metal and wood, but I'm not too sure about that. So I've got the camera positioned as high as it can go without losing the mouse mat in frame, if that makes sense. It's fine. Alright, here we go. That's not a good sound to make when you're unboxing a milestone. I also just finished playing Portal as well, because I was putting off doing this. Okay. Here it goes. Here it goes. I open the box and the Rickroll starts playing. Okay. Oh boy. Before I see this thing, thank you very much everyone for doing this. Oh, if you could hear my heartbeat now. Shit. Dude, this is insane. Trembling. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th or your 1000th subscriber? Chances are you do, and we know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000th, I can't do this, 100,000th subscriber. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how you came to their channel, no matter how they came to your channel, your audience stayed and their numbers increased because of you and your community you've built. We're proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and we know that your fans can't wait for you to amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating. Keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your 1,000,000th subscriber, we may just write to you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? Yours sincerely, Neil Mohan, CEO. Wait, it's not Susan? Okay. Well, hi Neil. This is a printed piece of paper, but it's an expensive piece of paper though. I'm not looking. Okay, there's nothing on the back. I'm not looking. My first subscriber, I don't know, I don't remember. I'm so sorry. And then 1,000, I don't remember. I know hitting those milestones, yes, I absolutely remember them. But I wouldn't know the 100,000 subscriber. I wouldn't know who that was because I was doing a live stream when that happened. So, I don't remember. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have my hands on the desk so I'm less trembling. Okay, because then if I leave my... Jesus, this is... This is going to turn into a messy video. Oh, there's more in here, isn't there? Okay, alright, well, shit, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's this thing? Oh, congratulations on your milestone. We was honored to take part in recognizing you. This award was inspected and packaged by Rick. Thanks, Rick. If your award was damaged during shipping or if you have any questions, please contact us. Oh, yeah. There's things and stuff. Okay, that's all that's in the box. Okay, we can move the box out of the way now. Oh god, it's stuck on everything. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Do I eat this? It's from America. I don't see do not eat. Oh yeah, it says do not eat on it. Okay, should I open it up? Maybe there's something good. Oh my god, look at this thing. And they spelt my name right. They spelt my name right. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so shiny. Do I turn the light off? Oh, there you go. Now it's depressing. Oh, wow. Wow. And there's that's shiny. You know, I always wanted a new bathroom mirror. Hi. Oh wow. Oh okay. Oh boy. Happy tears. Whew. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel real. This doesn't feel real. Shit. Look at this too. Recognize your team. Share the recognition by allowing your team to purchase a personalized credit award. I wonder how much these cost. It doesn't fit in frame. It's metal, and it's wood, I think. And then on, yeah, okay, so yeah, it's like it's got foam on the back, and then you've got like two little hooks to, you know, put wherever, and then just put it in. It's brushed aluminum or aluminium. It doesn't matter. Oh, thank you everyone for this. It's whew. It is a number. It's just a number, but it's an award. I'm broken. I can say one thing. It's bigger than I thought. I thought it was going to be a tiny little thing. This is not a tiny little thing. It's heavy, it's metal, it's shiny, and I'm holding it in my hands. There's my name. Do you reckon whoever made this, oh hang on, what's his name? Rick. Do you reckon when Rick was doing this, do you reckon he sussed out the channel? Like, just was like, alright, who's this guy? Looks it up. Goes, oh, okay, alright. Alright, off we go. I'm glad it arrived in mint condition. There's a tiny little bit at the corner that's like a little bit sharp. Like, actually, oh, I almost whacked my screen with this. Oh, this is dangerous. Just there. It's like a little bit strange, but I've got it. I've got the play button here. This is it. This is what you folks have brought me to. You've got me to just fluff in there, or just fluff in the play button. I'm sorry. You folks got me to this point. I'm just the person that makes the videos. If it wasn't for you folks sticking around and doing what you do, then I wouldn't have this in front of me. I would likely just still be doing stuff. It's the fact that it's you, the audience, who's given me this. It's not me. I created the content and stuff, but my content was for people. I can't explain this without sounding stupid already. I'm already sounding stupid. I am stupid. If the audience didn't engage with what I make, then this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't be in front of me right now. I'm having to think here. I'm having to really, this video is gonna be should I just ramble? Just maybe a bit of a rundown. Do you know what a rundown is? I don't know what a rundown is either. I've got duct tape under. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? The play button is now held up. SMOOREZ is going to go into rambling mode. If you do not want to hear rambling mode, feel free to switch off the video and just stare at this. Yeah, I guess I'll just tell you all about the journey of this. How I ended up here. I feel like that's a movie reference. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, let me tell you the story, and then it goes into like the backstory and stuff. Look, I'll be perfectly real here. Look, growing up I didn't have many friends, but I was always creative. I always loved to draw. I always used to make like cartoons and draw a whole bunch of stories and like draw things and all that sort of stuff. I used to do a lot of that. And then when I got to school, you know, I wasn't very popular because, you know, I was that weird kid who was really quiet and stuff. And I loved being creative, and I always loved just doing my own thing, but living in an imaginary world where I draw monsters and, you know, fighting and landscapes and all that sort of stuff. And I remember my teacher in grade 6, he told my mum that I'm too over the top with what I do, because my projects that I was submitting were too colourful, and that was a problem. When I got to high school, I met a good friend, and he was into bootleg stuff, and I had started watching Ashens at this point in time. I think I got my first decent computer around 2006, I think, and it was a VIA Nehemiah, I think it was called, C3 at 1 gigahertz. It was mini ITX board, gigabyte one, with 256 megs of DDR, wouldn't be DDR400, it'd be less than that, 40 gig IDA hard drive. It was a Mercury computer sold at Kmart, I think, with a CRT. That was the first one, and then we got internet access, and I found YouTube, and yeah, Ashens was the first channel I watched, and I mean, I liked bootleg stuff before, but watching Ashens stuff really made me feel like I wanted to know more about bootleg stuff. And this friend, who I don't know if you're watching, but thank you, Zach, for all the laughs we had in high school about all the stupid things. But Zach had experience with bootleg stuff. I knew about bootleg stuff, but I sort of was watching Ashens, and we just connected, and yeah, it was just always this thing that we'd always find funny. He was always fascinated by Crash Bandicoot clones. That was always a funny thing for him. Me, it was just sort of, you know, game consoles and all that sort of thing. But I left school early because I hated school. I absolutely hated it. And I decided to leave it because I wanted to do something creative in my life. I didn't want to be told what to do from teachers and stuff. And, you know, like, I failed art class for doing art. It's always a funny thing when I say this, but it's true. I failed art in year 9 because I was doing like a multi-book. It was like a whole universe of stuff. It was just this like novel that I was like drawing and writing stuff in and all that. And the assignment was to like draw like a portrait of yourself or something like that over a couple of days. And I didn't do that because I thought it was boring. So I made this novel thing, and I was like explaining what I was doing in my day-to-day life and stuff, and yeah, I failed that. And the teacher's like, that's not even close. I'm like, but it's art. It's creative. Nope. So that was a fail. Yeah, so I just gave up, and eventually I went to college. My mum said to me, you can leave school, but you do one of two things. You get a job, or you continue your education. and I want to continue my education. So I went to college and I studied multimedia and arts and stuff. That's where I first started using Photoshop, and also where I started doing video editing. And I learned that sort of stuff. And in the background over, several years and stuff, I practiced filming videos, but none of that footage is sort of, I don't think I've got any of that footage actually. It was just sort of like cheapo cameras I had, or, I'd have a mobile phone, probably like my Nokia N95 or something like that, and I filmed like, a video looking at something that, that's all lost to time now. And after years of college and, doing this, doing that, I won't sort of go too much into, that sort of space sort of thing, because that's still quite personal to me. At a point when I moved houses in 2017, I wanted to do YouTube stuff. I really, really wanted to do it because moving houses was a big thing for me, and I had more space, I had a garage, and that was when I really started thinking I should do something with this. I was doing scam baiting at the time, which some of those videos do still exist, but a couple of them are lost media. I'll explain that soon. 2016 was the spark, the initial spark though, because I had found these Dragon Fighter figurines at a local op shop, and because I'd been watching Ashens for so many years, he kept on saying, if anyone can let me know if they've got bootleg Tekken 3 figures, I'd really want them. Because I had them, I got rid of them, and everyone keeps linking me to the official ones. I want the bootleg ones. And I happened to find a bootleg Lee at a Salvo's. And, no, Paul. It was Paul first. And I messaged Twitter. No, I didn't. I messaged Ashens on Twitter, and I said, I direct messaged him, and I said, is this what you're looking for? And he was like, that's it. I went back the next day and I found another one there just out of sheer luck. It was the first time that I was actually talking to someone who I looked up to, and direct messaging him and stuff, and he was just like, do you mind sending these express to me? And I said, that's not a problem. I don't mind. You've been after these for so long. So I think it was like 50 Australian dollars or something like that to express post it to him. He had a PO box at the time, and I sent it to him, and I got a message a couple of days later. Do I still have Twitter on my computer? Am I still logged into Twitter on my computer? Probably not. So on September 9th, 2016, he said, figures in hand, thank you very much. Review going up in about 8 hours. At 8:15 a.m. on September 10th, 2016, I messaged him and I said that I'd just seen the video. Absolutely excellent. I'm glad I found them so you can finally show they exist. If I ever happen to come across any others, I'll let you know. Thanks, mate. And he put, thanks again. That was the initial spark there. But then when I moved house, in 2017, that was what made me go, okay, I can do it now, because I had room. It started off as many of you know, cheapo sneakers. Why I was doing this at the time, why I decided that would be a good idea to review for a channel. I was watching Everything Apple Pro at that point, and he was buying clones on DHgate, and I bought stuff off DHgate too. I bought a fake S7 and a fake iPhone 7, but I also bought some sneakers on there because it was the first time I heard of Yeezys. I'd never heard of Yeezys before, and I like to collect a lot of Vans sneakers, primarily Vans sneakers, but other skate shoes, skate brands like Audio Element, Circa, America, all that sort of stuff. I'm big into that. But the fashion sort of stuff I really wasn't into. So I seen a pair of Yeezys on there for like 20 bucks. And I ordered them. I ordered the iPhone 7 and the Samsung Galaxy S7 clone. I think they were 55 bucks each or something like that. And what happened to have come first, what arrived first, was the shoes. Wait, hang on. Memory's fuzzy here. The Yeezys came first, and I did the review on the Yeezys. How long did that original footage go for? So I filmed the first video on the 20th of the 7th, 2017, and I filmed for 17 minutes and 49 seconds. But they were the fake Yeezys that I reviewed. This part's really messy. Colin Broadcast came into it somewhere. I was either watching his content after I'd reviewed the first pair, or maybe it was a bit further on, but I bought another pair of Yeezys and I reviewed them, and that was the start of cheapo sneaker reviews. So I had scam baiting on the channel, and then I made the sneaker videos. So I had like 100 subs from doing scam baiting, and then I started doing sneaker reviews, and then I think it was like 20 views in like an hour of the Yeezys, and I was like, oh, that's pretty decent. That's really good. I was under the impression that the first pair I got, which looked absolutely nothing like the 350 V1s, Absolutely nothing like them. You can watch those reviews on the second channel as well if you want, feel free, they're cringe. I was like, this is exactly like the real deal, and I wore them around, and I'm like, they're exactly the same. Bought another pair off there, reviewed them, and I'm like, they're the same. Why would I want to spend 400 bucks on a pair of Yeezys when I can buy them off DHgate for 25 bucks or something? And then this fascination happened where I was like, all of these luxury sneakers that go for $1,000 and stuff, I can buy a pair for like 30 bucks on DHgate. This is some interesting stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna buy them and I'm just gonna review them because I've always wanted to review stuff, but I've never really known what to go with. And so that's what I started with. I started with sneakers, but I also was doing tech stuff. I was reviewing computer cases because my background also revolves around a lot of computer work. Building computers every day and tearing them apart and tearing apart laptops and still do it, but not as much nowadays. I was doing tech stuff as well, but that stuff never really picked up. That was always just in the background. So I started rolling out more sneaker reviews and buying better quality sneakers. In better quality, I mean ones that were still cheap, but kind of looked closer to the legit pair, and I would go and compare the two. Now, all of that, I will say, was for educational and entertainment purposes. I don't endorse any of that. I'm just telling a story, alright? I'm sorry, YouTube, but I have to tell everyone the story of what happened with the first channel. I made my way to 1K. I did that, and I was still making some tech videos, but they were really terrible. You probably should see them one day. I may kind of show you some of the really old, terrible ones, because I've got a fake Galaxy S8 that I reviewed. That doesn't work anymore, and I've only got the footage of what I filmed of that in the completed review, so maybe I'll put that up. But I got to 1K, and then at 1K I started getting contacted by, not companies, but, well, I guess they're companies, but companies in a wrong way sort of thing. These were companies that were selling replica sneakers, and as a way to promote themselves, they would send me a pair of their replica sneakers for me to review on the channel. And it was like, it's free sneakers. Of course I'm gonna say yes to that. Send them. There was never any money exchange or anything like that. It was just, here's sneakers, tell everyone where you got these from, like who sent you them, and put a link in the description. And so that's what I did. And once I'd done a collaboration thing with one company, then another one pops up, and another one pops up, and another one pops up, and there was several. So I think I'd done something like 25 of them, I think. 25 sort of sponsored ones or something. But all good things come to an end. All fantastic things come to an end. I was offered a pair of sneakers. I know sneakers aren't really important to people who are watching this or hearing me ramble or whatever. You're probably falling asleep to this at the moment. I was emailed and was told that this certain pair of sneakers is going to come out in the next month, but we want you to review a replica pair of them. Can you do that for us? And I went, yeah, sure. Meanwhile, I thought the shoes were absolutely ugly, but I've now come to kind of love them and appreciate them for what they are. I said yes, send them over. I received them, I filmed the unboxing, I filmed the on foot, I'd done everything I was at, and I was at 2.4K subs, I believe I was at that point. So I was already getting a bit of traction. I uploaded the video, I checked with this company, and I said, is it all good? They were like, cool, you did it, fantastic, thanks very much. I was like, no worries at all. And I packed it up for the night, went to bed, and I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh, I think I've got to work on a tech video. I think it was a tech video that I was going to work on next. It was because I started reviewing clones as well back then. So I think I was going to do that day, or I don't remember what day it was actually. I can probably find out what day it was. I've got it on my phone still. So it was the 21st of May, 2018 that I woke up that morning and checked my emails, and I seen your channel has been terminated due to a counterfeit claim by a third party. And that was the end of S'MOOREZ and Stuff. Oh, did I mention the channel was called S'MOOREZ and Stuff? I don't know why I called it S'MOOREZ and Stuff, but sure. I was devastated. I emailed YouTube and I said, hey, what did I do wrong? And they said that they'd received a counterfeit claim by Nike because I was promoting a replica sneaker. They said, we can't have that on our platform. And I said, okay, I didn't know about that. I'm sorry. Is there any way that I could get my channel back if you just have that video deleted, perhaps? And they went, nope, your channel's gone and there's not a damn thing we're going to do about it. And that was it. I threw in the towel, to put it nicely. I was very upset. And a few good friends at that point, mainly Shahid. Was that your name? You've done so many awesome things with your life, man. Congrats to you as well, by the way. I haven't spoken to you in ages and I miss talking to you. Him and a few others got in contact with me and they said, dude, don't give up. Don't let this affect you. Start again. Keep doing what you're doing, but don't promote the stuff. Say it's for entertainment and educational purposes only. And I went, nah, I think it's better if I didn't. And they were like, no, you should do it. They encouraged me to do it. I went, all right. Fine. So I did. I think I took about a week off or something, and I started again with this channel. I was going to call it S'MOOREZ and Stuff too, but I thought, no point, I'll just shorten it to S'MOOREZ, it's easier. And I started re-uploading stuff, but putting disclaimers at the start and all that sort of thing. And the only way that I knew that I was able to have the channel continuing on was if I reached 1,000 subs and the watch time and got monetized, because that's when YouTube has to review the channel and make sure that it's appropriate and all that sort of stuff before they can give you monetization. I was re-uploading the videos, people were rediscovering me, asking me what happened, and you know, I had to just say, well, this is what happened. And mind you, I'm not mad at Nike at all for them doing that, because it was a happy accident. That's what I like to think of it as, because if I never had that first channel done, then I wouldn't have been so careful the next time around. Because yeah, as I was uploading more and more, I was saying it's for entertainment purposes only, all that sort of stuff. I was re-uploading as crazy as possible, trying to get everything back out there, and then I started making new content for the channel again, mainly sneakers of course, but I was also doing tech as well, and I was looking at phones and all that, but the phone reviews never got many views. Like a sneaker video would get, let's just say, 150 views in a day sort of thing, but a tech video probably got, I'm not too sure of the exact number, but the sneaker videos were dominating, so that was what I was mainly going with. So the tech videos were mainly for my sort of fun, making a video on something on a cheapo phone or something. That's what I honestly really enjoyed. The sneaker stuff was fun, don't get me wrong, but by like review 70, I was just thinking, they're all the same at the end of the day, aren't they? And I was starting to lose interest in them. But companies would contact me and they'd say, hey, we want to send you a pair of sneakers. And I'd say, that's fantastic. I'd love to have a look at them, but I can't promote them in any way whatsoever. I don't really remember the details, but companies were still sending me stuff without promoting them, if that makes sense. In the background of still doing sneaker stuff on DHgate and all that, I was active on eBay quite a lot. That was part of what I was doing day to day, and I found a knockoff of a Huawei P20 Pro. I don't remember how much it was because that video was so long ago. Probably should look it up though. I purchased it off eBay. I was genuinely intrigued at this device because I knew that for, you know, the $70 odd, it's not going to have 4 gigs of RAM and this and that and everything else. So I purchased it, got it, and I sat right here and I filmed the review because I bought a desk. And I published it, and nothing happened really. Just stayed in the background. Then I was introduced to Wish. I think it was my mum that told me about Wish. Mum told me about Temu as well, so thanks, Mum. And I went on to Wish, and I found the Huawei P30 Pro thing for like $110 with 8 gigs of RAM and all that sort of stuff. And I went, oh, that'd be funny to look at. I wonder what that'd be. I'll just grab it. I'll buy it. I reviewed it. I don't remember really reviewing it properly. I know I sat here and I did review it in a very poor manner, but I reviewed it. And by some work of magic, by some way of YouTube's algorithm, bless the YouTube algorithm for however this happened, but those tech videos that were getting close to no views, they were getting views, but not a whole lot, like that sneaker. I woke up the next morning and I had all these comments. Okay, that's strange. And look, I don't know the exact numbers. That P30 Pro video was in the thousands. And then the P20 video also got thousands of views. And then the other tech stuff that I'd reviewed also got 1,000 views sort of thing. Compared to what the sneaker videos were doing, I've just went, here it is. This is my break to finally go, fuck doing sneakers, I'm over them. I can finally do tech. That's what I love doing. People want to watch tech, and that's what I was getting. All these comments were, please do more tech videos and stuff like that. And just like that, I'd finish sneakers. And that's why all of those sneaker videos that I was working on at that point in time, I just stopped. I just went, stuff it. And that was my focus. My focus was, I'm going to be a tech channel. I'm going to be reviewing bootleg phones and all that sort of stuff, and I'm genuinely enjoying it. As I said, I enjoyed reviewing sneakers, but there was only so much variation that I had during that time. You know, it's just like, oh, here's another Nike Air Jordan 1. It's got the same sole. Oh, it's kind of a little bit glue marks there. Oh, on foot, they feel good, sort of thing. It's just the same thing. But with tech, there's just so many other things and opportunities and all that sort of stuff. And to know that people were demanding more from me, they're like, hey, I liked this video. Keep doing more. That sneaker stuff, I privated all the sneaker videos, just like that, gone. That was the time where SMOOREZ' channel became SMOOREZ. It no longer was a sneaker channel, it was a tech channel. And I experimented with a number of different series, some that I carried over from SMOOREZ and stuff, but some that I created specifically for this, and just went from there. And it's basically been going like that since. Once that P30 Pro video got popular, that was my bread and butter there. That was what people wanted to see, was these fake devices that are on Wish and stuff. Are they any good? And this idiot here, this one, went, I'll investigate and I'll find that out for you all. And I tortured myself and introduced most of you all to Welcome. Welcome, right there. Please fact check me on this, because I don't know. Okay. But I knew about Welcome before 2019 and stuff, because I'd played with generic cheapo devices and Welcome had popped up before. But on the YouTube space, I didn't really see much of Welcome stuff. I mean, more so calling a device a Welcome device, until I made that P30 Pro video and then carried on looking at these cheapo devices that are called Welcome, and it became a thing for the channel. Look, I may be completely wrong here, and I may be, you know, thinking I'm really, really good or something like that, and I'm not trying to be like that, but I think I may have accidentally popularized the word Welcome in the tech sphere. Accidentally may have done that. It's just a thing now that people go, I've bought a Welcome device, and it just harkens back to, I may have done that. So on my gravestone, it's going to look a little something like this. Possibly the person who introduced Welcome to the mainstream world. Now, it doesn't sound right, because that sounds like I'm gloating, and I'm not gloating. Just every device was a Welcome, and I just kept calling them Welcome devices because that's what they would come up as, Welcome. So that's what it was. So I don't know if I was responsible for that or not, but feel free to tell me. Yeah, from 2019 till now, it's been basically the same thing. Review a cheap item right here, tell you all about it, go in depth with it, and that's it. And another thing as well, I've said this on streams and stuff like that before, but a reason why I go in depth with my videos is because when I used to watch tech videos and stuff, I used to always have to watch maybe 3 or 4 different tech videos, because the information that I'd receive in one tech video, I'd go, oh, okay, well, I want to see a teardown of that. So then I'd have to go find a teardown. Then I'd go, oh, well, what's the camera quality like? Because I was wanting to buy a Poco F1 and I wanted a comprehensive, like, in-depth review on it because I wanted to see how good it was. So I had to watch, like, MKB HD's, like, camera test. Then I had to watch Jerry Everything's durability test. Then I had to watch Jerry Everything's teardown video, and then I had to watch like a performance video on it. And so it was like 4 different videos for one phone. And my sort of thought when I first created the P20 Pro video was, why don't I showcase everything in just one video? For the people who are looking for specific information about this device, like I've just purchased this device off Wish. I want to know if it actually does have 1 gig of RAM and 16 gigs in MT6580, which I've got MT6580 and Welcome tattooed on me thanks to this wonderful channel. I did it for you. I did it for all of you. People can just skip along and go, okay, so that's where it is. Oh, but I also want to see the camera test as well. While I'm in this one video, I may as well just see from A to B exactly how this is. People can stay for the whole entire thing. People can stay just for a segment. People can skip along through it all, whatever works for you. And that's sort of the principle that I applied to the rest of my videos was, if I'm gonna do a video on something, I'm gonna be as in-depth as I can, because if I leave out information, then I feel it's not really a review. And I get people can do 10-minute reviews and be done with it. But I was more catering for the people that like tech, but like specific things of tech, all in one video. People who like teardowns, my video features a teardown. People who like camera tests, there's a camera test. People who like specifications and stuff, checking specs, that's in there. Build quality and all that sort of stuff, that's in there. Everything is just piled into one video, and with the timestamps as well, it's just super helpful to just jump along. While it is rambling, it's more rambling about the device itself. It's not like I was doing a video for 40 minutes and talking about something completely different. It was all talking about the device that was presented in front of me. That's just what I've always wanted to do. If I get a device, I'm not going to just breeze over it as quickly as I can and just be like, oh yeah, it works, works, the camera does take good photos, the performance is good, and it's good, and be done with it. That's why I've just loved doing that style, because I myself am genuinely interested in these devices and what they, you know, do and stuff, and I like to film myself looking at these devices and going through them and unraveling everything as the camera records me doing it all. I want you to see from my point of view as well what I'm seeing on the device. I'll receive a phone in the mail or whatever, and I won't open it until I've got my camera set up, so then you can see my genuine reaction, because if I go ahead and start playing around with it beforehand, then the review's not really that fun. It's not really a investigative journey or anything like that. It's like, well, I already know that it does this and that, so it's not that fun. Whereas if I leave it all for the video, then I have a small plan of what I want to do, and I just start filming and film and film and film and film and film, and then I film 3 hours worth of footage, and then I cut it all down and make it into a video for you all. And that's what I've done for pretty much every single video since. I hope that little explanation makes sense, because while there are still people that go, oh, you make videos that are so long, stop making videos that are so long, I honestly would hate making short videos, because for me to do that means that I miss out on a lot of information that is crucial. In a way, a lot of the information that's become a staple of the channel now, like the camera test and speaker tests and all that sort of stuff, that's just become part of what I do. You know, I'm ready to test a device out and test the functionality and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, fun fact, I film like 3 to 4 hours per video reviewing, you know, devices, and then I cut that down into a smaller format so then it's watchable. But in their raw state, you definitely wouldn't want to see them, because they're very, very boring. But cut up and stuff and edited makes a lot more sense, and it's just me editing, which I feel good about. I feel good editing because I have control over what I want to put into the videos and stuff. And fun fact, I hide a lot of Easter eggs in my videos, but if you're still listening to me at this point in time, you've probably already found those Easter eggs by now. Some are very, very obscure and you'll never see them or never even hear them, but they're there. If you're very careful, you might find something. The opportunities that have come my way since doing this has just been frankly amazing. I never knew that this would result in this. Just me looking at cheapo stuff would result in me getting offers to actually look at flagship stuff, and, you know, getting to work with actual legit companies. And the hobby that I started off doing as a side thing is becoming more and more like, this is my main thing, but it's not my main thing just yet, because there's times where I want to take a month off or something like that. I still need to be doing something in the background and not just focusing on this, so it's good to always have a backup. To just see where it started and to where it is now, and to have this in front of me, it just goes to show that my little method of creating videos and helping people out information wise, you know, helping people to de-stress with the videos, you know, as a form of entertainment, something to take your mind off things. And, you know, during COVID as well was where I gained quite a bit of traction, because my videos were comfort in people's lives where it was just a really sad and depressing time. My videos were a source of comfort for them. And this channel has also given me a lot of friendships that I hold dear to my heart to this day. Those specific people know who they are. Look, this journey has not been a completely perfect sort of line. It hasn't been a straight line. I've had my ups and downs with the channel, of course, like everyone else. It's at the point now where I feel comfortable with the content I put out, comfortable in a way where I know what I want to review and the style of how I want to review it and stuff like that. I also like to take a look at other things as well, and not just stick with cheapo devices. There's times where I've wanted to get like an action figure and just start playing around with it on camera. It may not garner a bit of attention or whatever, but it's still a video for me. And it's still, for those consistent watchers out there, any content is better than no content. If something like that, if me just talking about something silly is enough for you to enjoy the rest of your day, to take your mind off things, or, you know, just de-stress, then that makes me feel a lot better knowing that I've accomplished something by sitting here and reviewing something stupid. Never did I think that this would result in anything serious. You know, it was just sort of a roll along with it sort of thing. As more offers came in and more people started coming to the channel and interacting with me and wanting to see more and stuff, it's just, here we are, which is insane. It is absolutely insane to think where it all started, the original happy accident, as I'll refer to it as, and then here. And obviously there's a lot of burning questions out there, you know, especially with the band-aids, even though I've addressed them so many times before, but people still ask, why wear them? It was because I had an injury on one thumb, so I covered it up, and then I had an injury with the other one, mainly due to stress. So put 2 and 2 together. So I was covering them both up and it kind of just stuck. I was like, why not just wear both of these? You know, like Ashens has his brown couch and all that sort of stuff. Well, I should have that too. People watch my videos and they comment, why are you wearing the band-aids for? But they don't realize that my icon has a thumbs up with a band-aid on it. It's an icon of the channel now. I don't need them. I've been lazy in some videos where I've only just worn one. Because if I don't wear any, then it's like, oh, well, it's free reign sort of thing. It could be anyone reviewing it, but I think I'm the only idiot on YouTube doing reviews with 2 band-aids on. Prove me wrong though. If anyone else is doing band-aid reviews, feel free to shout them out at me. Maybe I also probably started the trend of... Did I start a trend of band-aid reviews too? Probably not. That's probably the biggest question that I always get asked. Why are the band-aids for? But yeah, there's a video literally on the channel that explains it all. Other than that though, like, it's just a combination of being very enthusiastic about reviewing cheapo stuff and wanting to find out what these things off AliExpress and eBay and all that sort of stuff. Just a genuine curiosity to see how bad they are. And while I review a lot of shitty things on this channel, I love reviewing them because it's just fun. I love janky stuff. I love stuff that's of poor quality because it's fun to look at. It's always just been a fascination with me looking at that sort of stuff. And now that I've actually got a space where I have people that genuinely want to see me review some of the cheapest stuff you've ever seen before, technology-wise, I'm glad to be able to have that privilege to all 100,000 plus of you. It's amazing. It's honestly amazing. I've always felt that the audience should be in control of the content that they're presented with. You know, like, for example, you get a DVD or Blu-ray, whatever. You can turn subtitles on, you can skip, you can, you know, do whatever you want. That sort of principle also applies to my videos as well. I want to give you the content, here it is, but I don't want to ask anything of you from that content. The only thing that I've ever asked for during videos is right at the end, where I say, if you like it, leave a like. If you don't like it, leave a dislike, that's fine. But during my whole entire run, I think in the initial sneaker days I did, but recent times I've never asked anyone to subscribe. I've never asked anyone to comment, share, like, or do anything like that because I feel that is not my responsibility to do that. I leave it up to your hands. If you think it's worth subscribing to the channel, that's your decision. I should not influence you on that. There's no force or anything like that behind asking that. I see a lot of channels that they do have quite a big sub count and they still ask for subs and, you know, do the whole, you know, slam the like button, all that sort of stuff. I've never really thought of that as a good thing. If you keep your content as honest and real as you can, then you don't need to ask for subscribers or anything like that. They will come to you naturally, like what's happened here. I've never asked, but here I am. I've just made the content and it's you folks that have got me to this point. Like I said at the beginning, that's all on you. You folks have been the ones that have controlled how this channel has ran. I just put out stupid content and you folks come back and say, I loved it, please make more. And here I am. Does that little retrospective make any sense whatsoever? I feel like playing that clip from Billy Madison, you know, this one.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, that one. Just know that nothing changes with this. With reaching this milestone makes me even more proud to just be able to look at cheapo things and know that people are going to watch at the end of the day and have a laugh over it. That makes me feel good. I didn't think that I'd ever be given an opportunity to have an audience waiting for me to review the next cheapy, silly item, but I do. Quite honestly, it's an amazing experience, an amazing feeling. I'm here to continue doing that. I'm here to continue on as planned. You know, I don't have much production value or anything like that. I just have my camera, my light, my mouse mat, my welcome, my s'mores, my thumbs, or Band-Aid. Band-Aids, 2 of them. And that's it. That's my production. I don't need to do anything fancy or anything. I just keep doing what I'm doing. Maybe I'll get to 1 million. I don't know. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll ever get to 1 million. I think, you know, this is probably around the margin of where it'll probably sit. But I don't know. I mean, I'm saying that now when 4 years ago, I wouldn't have ever said that I'd ever get to 100k. And here I am. As I said, it's in the audience's hands. If the content that I put out is what resonates with you, then you decide as the viewer if that's the kind of content you want to watch or if that's not for you. That's completely understandable. If you happen to see one of my videos in the recommended or whatever, you watch through it and you go, you know what, that's not for me. That's fine. It's not for everyone, and I understand that. My content's not for everyone. It's for those people who either want to see a specific thing, they want to hear a ramble of a device, they want to see a, you know, breakdown of something stupid. You know what I'm trying to explain to you all, and I'm pretty sure that most of you, if you're still watching at this point, completely understand what I'm saying with this whole sort of ramble about rambling for ramblings, rambling. Yeah, that'll do. It was good to think about my channel history. That was kind of digging the old memories, you know? A lot of it I've got archived, so I can look back through dates and stuff to know exactly when it happened, what happened and stuff. Yeah, it's just, I don't know the numbers for that P30 Pro video. The views in the comments overnight was just insane. That decision to stop doing sneakers that day was just so good. But I will say, I'm still a sneakerhead. Very much so a sneakerhead. If you're always wondering about that. I did slow down. You know, I was buying like sneakers every week back then, sort of thing. But now I'm going towards more, like the other day I got these, which are a pair of Etnies Marana Cross Independent sneakers. Very good collaboration, and they're also a collab with Michelin as well, which Michelin's my favorite tire brand, so it's like 3 things in one. That sort of stuff I'm still into. You know, if I'm at a flea market or something and I find like a pair of Jordans or something like that, you know, I'll pick them up. But not as excessive as back then because I kind of lost that spark of doing that. But as I said, I did definitely enjoy doing the sneaker stuff and all that. But you know how many people asked me for links back then? I remember majority of the comments on those sneaker videos when I was on this one was link, can I have link, and can I have free shoes, please? Well, there was no please. It was just, can I have free shoes? You know, I'd say at the beginning that there's no links because it's for educational and entertainment purposes, and people would still, you know, say links. And then it's the same with modern day videos, you know, with timestamps and stuff, people still say it's too long or, you know, whatever. That's okay. Just comments. Whatever. You can write whatever you want to write. I'm just delivering the content. Here it is. That's it. And then I walk away. Another thing with the channel as well is that I'll never ever accept paid sponsorships. No matter how many companies message me and say, hey, we've got this really cool product that you're not interested in, not in the slightest bit whatsoever. Here's a lucrative amount of money to show it on your channel. I don't do it. Doesn't matter about the money. It's being loyal to your audience and being honest and upfront. If I was to get a product that I was paid to look at on the channel, I would have to say nice things about it. And I want to be honest in my reviews. So that's why whenever I do a review, there's never any money exchanged between both parties. It's always just, here's the sample. Thank you very much. I'll review it. I either tear it apart or I say it's great, or mix of both. The only time I ever did do a paid sponsorship was Blackview sent me $50 to promote their Black Friday sale thing, which I was just like, okay, sure, because I was reviewing a Back to the Future Part 2 DeLorean, so I was just like, okay, for that. And that was like when I had 3 or 4k subs or something like that. But yeah, just know that I'll never accept a paid sponsorship for the channel because I like keeping things real, and if I do that, then it stems away from giving honest reviews about devices. If I get something sent to me and I'm also told, well, here's $1,000 to tell everyone how fantastic it is, nah. And that goes with all of the other sponsorship deals, you know, for games and stuff like that. I'm not interested because it's not really about the money at the end of the day. It's keeping a loyal audience that enjoys your content, and me as a creator doing something creative with my life that I feel pride in sharing with so many people around the world. That's what matters at the end of the day. There's no need to be a paid shill, honestly, because I don't need to do that. That's just me being as, you know, as brutally honest as I can be about this venture. It's just all built on being honest and just being as, you know, transparent with what I create and what I present to the audience, and being able to explain things as best as I can. It took me 6 years and 2 channels to get to this point, but I'm extremely proud that I'm here, and I'm proud that I have an audience that's loyal and passionate about tech in the same way that I am. I love doing this, and it's a great thing to do. I'm not going to be doing it forever, but I'm enjoying it while I can, and I hope you all, that's not I hope you all, I know you all are enjoying it. To me, yeah, this, I could sit here and thank everyone so many times, and I'll sound like a broken record, but thank you everyone for joining me along this journey, for allowing me to share my creative passion and, you know, my love for technology, and being able to just be my silly self in front of an audience, because I've always wanted to do something like that, something creative and something that would make people happy. I'm doing it. So thank you very much everyone for just being here. It just means the world to me to be able to be holding this plaque that I don't know where I'm going to put it. I need to put it somewhere special, but I don't know where to put it. That has been SMOOREZ' 100k silver play button unboxing Ramble special thing. I hope you all have thoroughly enjoyed this, and you'll probably have fallen asleep to it by now, which is another thing as well. People fall asleep to my videos all the time, completely understandable. If my videos help you feel relaxed in sort of that way, that's great, that's awesome. That's awesome here. If you can use my videos like that, then that's cool. Thanks to everyone close by me who's believed in me, who's always told me that I was doing something special. Sorry I didn't listen to you the first time, but I listened to you the second and the third time, I think. I'll start getting a little bit emotional now, thinking just how many people have stuck their hand out and went, hey, I'll help you, so many times. I'll forever be grateful for, you know, the folks that said to me, don't give up on your channel. Just because it got taken down, you can re-upload everything, you can start again, and be even better the second time around, and, well, that's what I did. I have this in front of me, so thank you so much everyone. I absolutely appreciate you all for just sticking around and just being awesome by watching this silly Australian idiot look at cheapo stuff and be an idiot. It's almost 1 AM in the morning. I've been rambling for an hour and 34 minutes. What am I doing, man? There's the duct tape that was... Holy... I don't have a stand or anything for this. It's just... cheapo. Oh, that sums up the channel, doesn't it? It sums it up perfectly fine, but I'll hug it, alright? There you go, I'm hugging it. It is very thin metal behind there though, but that's okay. Thank you very much, from the bottom of my heart, which sounds really weird because it's not the bottom of your heart. It's like, it comes from the center of your heart, man. Not from the bottom of the heart. The bottom of the heart is not there, it's, you know what I mean. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for listening to me waffle on about this stuff for so long. Let me know what you thought of this ramble, or if you've fallen asleep to it, whatever works, whatever, it's fine. You don't have to comment. It's okay. Thank you to these guys, thanks YouTube, thank you to everyone. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you all very soon, where I'll be continuing on with what I've got planned, which is a lot of things that I'd like to do before the end of this year, but I got to 100k before the end of the year, so that's awesome. I will actually leave it here this time around. So thank you all once again for this tremendous achievement. I absolutely appreciate you all. That was a bit of fluff or something. That's gone now. And I will leave you with my parting words. Please take care, stay safe, be good people, which I know you all will be. And I'll see you all very, very soon in the next one. You all keep being awesome. Keep doing whatever you're doing. And thank you for tuning in to this channel. Take it easy. And I'll see you all soon. I also forgot to thank Ripley. Ripley needs to be thanked as well for this journey. She's now just a fatty on the floor. Ripley! Ripley! She doesn't care. She's too busy, just flopping. Hello? Ripley? Ripley, look at me. Hi. Hi. You want your belly rubbed. That's good, but that's my adorable fluff ball. That that you all loved her. So I have to thank her, because without her, then people wouldn't get to see this big chunk. Yeah, this big chunk. Okay. Whee! Okay. You gonna go now? Alright, bye. Thanks for coming. Blah, blah, blah.